obviously with Michael Divizio, SADV.
Yeah, Devo.
He's now sponsoring all across the grades, and he's doing a good job. Thank you, Michael, for your sponsorship.
So we are about to get underway. Burnside will be attacking the left of your screen, and South will be attacking the right of your screen. And we are underway.
Jack Johns running it up for the first time.
Jack Johns back after a suspension, I believe. Piece of red paper was given to him at Old Coles.
I thought we weren't allowed to mention suspensions.
Only when the person sat next to us.
When Q's up in the stand. Okay.
Says Chris Walton straight into the action.
Still failing to retire, Chris Walton.
No.
Rock and I will take it up.
And then Blair straight onto it again. That's good. Nice solid defence.
Just on the bounce to Heaney. Heaney manages to get inside.
Chris Walton again. Chris Walton's like a human Chewbacca. He's amazing. He's formidable on the defence.
And there we see back Heaney with an early ball carry, which we talked about before, Stu.
Yeah.
And again,
but this time we retain position.
Slows it down a little bit. Yeah. That's why I think I'd like to see him in the 12 role. But a penalty to South. First penalty of the day.
He's pretty skilled. He's pretty skilled at reading a game.
He is.
So,
he's got great talent.
And I think that the combination he had with Save inside centre. Obviously losing Save, and now we're rebuilding that kind of back line.
Swap it during the game. You know, if he wants to go for a run, go and just move out one. As Tamai
That's a very good clearance kick. Very good indeed.
Yeah, just send it out towards halfway.
Yeah, that was very good. So let's see what the first line out looks like.
Yeah, first line out of the day. I'm bang in line with it, so it should be good.
I think it's all in by the look of it.
Certainly looks like it.
Have you done this before, Declan, this commentary gig?
No. I'm pretty good at talking though.
You're an expert.
There we go, straight to number 4. Jake trying to spoil it at the back there. There's Mac again. That's a great line.
It is a very good line from Johns. Johns gets over the halfway line. Souths will want to play at a tempo that just makes Burnside uneasy to begin with. They're off again. Wigger out to that far side. Stanojevic then will send it one more to Rock and I with a little bit of space out there. Covering tackle does enough and takes him out.
And Nigel found him on the wing.
Just starting to...
They're trundling up the paddock a bit.
Yeah, they're doing okay. They've come out...
a couple of minutes, come out firing.
Come out with very, very high tempo.
And he's called advantage over, but he spoke to a couple of Burnside players then.
There we go. Good line out. Well done, Bled.
Great line out. Then out to Meredith. Meredith with a short ball to Focarelli.
Focarelli's come on so strong. He's got a really good hand on him.
Meredith again. Now the quick hands. Out the back all the way out to Alan Henson. Restart again.
So Isaac.
Missed Brown out. Then they will go again.
So Isaac's brother Alex was playing in the 2, so both of those come up through the juniors. They've done very well.
Loopy pass out to Lamsam, waiting on the wing.
Oh, he's put it on the boot.
Across, puts it on the boot. There's a couple of Burnside shirts chasing it. Tamai has to come across. Just lost going forward. I think that's Bailey over there on that far side.
We're playing the advantage here.
Advantage to South.
Yeah, just a knock on.
Made a nice ground.
And just out for the line out.
Take the knock on. Good start by Burnside, first time they had the ball.
It's a good start by both sides. This could turn into an absolute heavyweight bout.
I think the combination with Focarella and Bailey for Burnside, that'll be something to watch. I think they've both got good fitness and they're both strong in that ball carrying.
Well, this is Focarelli's first return to Bailey Reserve since he left South.
He used to play South.
Yeah, he did.
He's fitted in really well at Burnside. He's a really good guy.
Yeah, Giuseppe.
He trains so well. Yeah, he's always there.
Dominant scrum from Burnside, and then Heaney will send it back in once again to Ronavoso. He had a number of bites trying to get through the midfield. Then they'll go back out to Tamai.
Yeah, nice.
Don't think it's as windy as it was last week. The trees are moving around a bit, but
yeah, the flag's moving a bit, but not a lot.
Started off from what it was earlier in the day, actually. It was blowing a bit from the west.
So Burnside with another lineup. The lineup set piece so far.
Let's see where we go here.
Very
dominant with Blair. See, South aren't competing in the line out. They've given that away straight away.
Lamsam will work. That's good. Hands on
the ball.
Didn't quite beat the clear out. Meredith again. Going backwards a little bit, did well to get away with it. Alan Henson will work hard, get over the 22. Big, strong runner.
Good ball still there. Go Isaac. He's isolated though.
Partington trying to find his way through. Meredith again.
Yeah, great ball.
Short ball to Walton. Walton just puts his head down, has to go. Southside again have just managed to disrupt it enough.
Blair's lined himself up. Blair's lined himself up now. See.
Focarelli again.
Yeah. Now what
two bites added to it.
Just
now
watch
got
Freddie
space
there.
out the right
Freddie
side.
there. No, they've gone the other way to it. They've still got numbers right.
Meredith again.
There's Nigel.
Oh, a little show and go. Didn't quite manage to get through.
But the sniper's there. Nigel's in. No, he's just playing the defence. Well done, Lewis. Good hit up.
Just taking it off in bite-sized chunks at the moment. Brown takes the first receive and then we'll go again.
Go, Freddie. You're a bit upright there, lad.
Not sure what they called there. I'm not sure what they called.
Oh,
I think they just stopped there for an injury and then they'll come back for a scrum. So 5 minutes gone, no score. What did we get last week, Stu? 17 minutes, I think it was, before we saw a score last week.
Looking really promising, and then Onkers just were able to roll over.
Yeah, they do starve people at possession. But 5 minutes gone on the Wojtek scoreboard. Is that Alan Henson who's down? I think it is Alan Henson who's down. He just looked awkward in the tackle.
Yeah, he did. He's still down on the ground. He's getting treatment. I think it was on his knee, on his right knee that he's working on right now.
He just looked awkward in the tackle.
He's testing the ligaments, making sure they're okay. He's gone back to the left leg.
It's just giving Burnside some time to plan what they need to do, really. I think it's, they were making very little ground there in attack.
Stu,
you think we're strategic? I know, he's taking him off. They're asking for a sub.
Yeah, and
yeah, straight off.
The youngster,
his brother. Alex is on. Alex on for Isaac.
That makes my life a little bit easier. He's going to go out to the wing.
And Alex just played a game with the seconds. He was very dominant in the twos.
Yeah,
so hopefully he's still got some fire in the leg still.
But that doesn't look good, the way Alan Henson is moving.
Certainly need him for later on in the season.
That's not good. That's a bit of a shame.
I mean, the only positive out of it really is you've got cover in that position.
Yeah, we've got depth.
I think there are areas that you don't have depth.
So this is our first scrum here now. Let's see where we go.
Well, the second one, they were absolutely dominant in the first one. Yeah, it's going to be a big day out, I think, for that front row of Rockani, Newton and Stanojevic. I mean, if you talk about front rows that have been around for a while, Samuel, Walton and Fagan.
Exactly right.
That's a fairly formidable front six that are going to have a play with each other.
They're still young and fit, still enjoying it. I love watching that number 6 for Burnside, Jake. He's most quietest guy. He's like the smiling assassin. He's dominant all the way around the ground.
So the ball comes out. Meredith has runners. Comes out the back to Bailey.
Barker.
It's Barker, sorry.
Barker.
Yeah, nicely covered, South.
Yeah, good day. Very good day.
The Lanka's coming back in from
Alan Henson will take on Tamai. Does very well. Strong runner, just like his brother. Delaney again.
They've got numbers out left.
Into midfield.
No, they pull it back.
Still there for them, just about 5 metres out. Lots of space to this near side if they want to go. Lamson will go as a first ball carrier. Very nearly.
Lucky.
Very nearly picked off by McKeaney.
I was actually surprised to see Nigel there. I thought he was going to be in at the ruck, and I thought he'd do his normal snipe across.
So another offside penalty. McKeaney's another one. He used to play at Burnside, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah,
so a couple of seasons at Burnside.
There's a couple of little connections between these two sides.
I'm sure the conversation on the field will be like that too.
Oh, I tell you, there was nobody in front of him. It had gone down, but we would have gone back for the penalty anyway. It was a great shot, mate. Try and get to see that replay again.
I'm loving that drone
because that'll show us whether they were offside or not. So a shortened line.
Blair again.
There we go again. They're going to look to start the rolling more.
Now they rumble.
Ball starts to make its way to the back.
Oh, South, good D by South.
Hero Brown comes into the glory position. Over they go. There's Walton.
Yeah, very difficult to stop. Well done,
As I said before, that he is the human Chewbacca. He's always there. He's always on the ball.
It is going to be tough, and Canvas Marshall is, what is he, like 6'6", 6'7"? He's a fair amount of lumber.
Yeah. And he's also very mobile.
And then you're stuck in it between a rock and a hard place at that point, Stu, as to whether you can test. And really, I think Souths are kind of not thrown in the towel somewhat, but just tactically decided, well, we need to find another way to deal with this lineup because
a well-drilled team.
They competed there
in second grade and third grade, though. For some reason or another, they're not competing in line-out. So it's obviously a strategy. I'm not sure of it. They're seeing something that we're not.
I think if you're reaching the point where that it's almost metronomic at the moment with Canvas Marshall.
I think to put someone up at the first jumper.
I know, but if you're getting your hands to his waist, if you're getting your hands to his waist, I mean,
I'm looking at the South jumpers. I think losing Brodie Porter last week to a fairly severe ankle injury.
Right.
And that I think that's taken away the jumping option at 2. But don't tell them that.
I'm sure they won't listen.
It's on record now.
Flags stay down, so it is 5-0 on the Wojtek scoreboard. Yeah, absolutely no way. Once they splintered them, they were in all sorts of trouble, and the nice red lines painted by Steve Fidderman made it really, really easy.
So it'll be interesting to see this kickoff now, see how they go. So Kiro Brown, he's come up through the juniors. He's a slight guy, but gee, he's a ferocious tackler.
He's another one. I coached the under-15 junior goals. I mean, God, it must be a while ago, and now I'm seeing all of those players play A-grade rugby. It's really making me feel my age.
And he's on ball. He's on ball straight away.
Drop it on the head of Brown.
Ball.
Does really well to take it. Then they will come out the back. Marshall.
Very unusual for Blair.
Little bit of a hospital pass. Man and ball given. Walton again. Defensive line speed from South has been okay to begin with. It's going to be tough for 80 minutes if they have to defend for that long.
Great
looping ball to Focarelli, inside ball
to Barker.
Barker can't quite get away.
Oh, Alex is on it again.
It's a penalty. He's going to be offside.
Unlucky. Very unlucky.
That was very
offside.
Yeah.
But there's moments, isn't there, Stu, where you think,
you could have called that accidental offside. I mean, the guy couldn't really resist catching it.
But also on the other side, when you look at the other side, there's been some warning signs for Burnside as well. There's been some moments that Souths have got away.
Yeah, he could have pulled out.
I think if he wasn't, Alex was gone.
I think if you ask a lot of referees, missed.
Wow,
let it go.
They might get they put it down.
Yeah, they got to back to the 22.
Yeah, Marshall, very, very sensible, because I think if he kicked it into touch, probably would have been what Souths wanted.
No, you would have got a scrum back at the kick point.
No, only if it goes dead.
Sorry, but it looked like it was going dead.
Yeah. But as soon as he picked it up, if he kicked it into touch, I think that
take the line out, Souths ball.
Well, that's got to have been taken back in, surely.
No, it's off the 22.
Off the 22, but it bounced inside, so it should be fine.
What?
He's asking the question.
Did it bounce inside?
I think it did.
There you go.
No, they're going back for the scrum.
Wow.
Bit of a technical rule.
Because Tamai left it go, and he was closest to it for all of us.
But I thought it bounced in the field, though.
Well, I think that was the argument. It didn't.
Right.
If you just look in front of us, we have our mascots have turned up.
Brilliant.
And it's Wally and Wally.
Yeah, so our previous president was Wally Bell, and when we first got the mascot, we named him Wally straight away. Wally wasn't that impressed.
And then Wally the Wallaby.
Wally the Wallaby.
Who is a very honoured guest, came over from the Wallabies camp, but obviously having travelled interstate has to stay with us for 14 days. Again, the South scrum going backwards. Good pick-up, though. Has to tidy it up. Makes good yardage away from it. Nice offload to Ronavusa. He'll carry it into the 22. Good, strong carry again. Wiggett to Heaney. Good hands to Tamai. Tamai is chopped down. Wiggett again will get there. Sends it out once more again to Sagari.
Into the traffic at Blair there. That was good.
Wiggett directing traffic to Rockeneye. He'll step inside and take on Meredith. Takes a couple of them to bring him down, but bring him down they do. Wiggett again. Stanojevic. Likes to run in the wide channels, Stanojevic.
This is good play by South.
Just taking it off little by little by little. They'll need a try. Tamai, Show tried to squeeze through a gap that was closed very, very quickly by the Burnside defence. Wiggett again to Sagari. Standing start, what can he do?
Yeah.
Just tries to find a way through. Gets to the 5. Wiggett again. Now they can spread if they want to. Heaney brings it back into Walton. Does love a ball carry, does Heaney. Wiggett again. And they will work with Purcell. Inside the 5. Very, very patient. Rockeneye now. Edging ever closer. Wiggett. Tamai. Tamai wants to take it on. Look for an offload. Not there. Just decides to recycle. Little bit of slow ball. No Wiggett there. Then out to Ronavusa. He will just lower his head, stretch his arm, and tie it up. South will. Deserved try, Stu.
And we have a game. That was really nice, patient play, no panic.
I really like the patience of South there. They didn't panic themselves. They just took it up and took it up and took it up. Chipped away at it. They did very well.
It's one man
good
out.
try.
One man out except for a wide pass out to the left.
Yeah,
but
good
otherwise,
try.
Otherwise it was good build.
I mean, that's something we've seen Ronavusa do. He loves to run at that gap. He'll try and take the outside man, and inside man really has to be on the game, because if they're lazy, he's going to find that gap. So Rockeneye will look to kick the extras and put Souths in front. But a great start so far. 15 minutes gone. Time is absolutely flying by.
I think we certainly have a phenomenon of a game here. This is going to be good.
So Rockeneye will look to knock over the conversion.
Should be a dead set from here, you'd think. Good kick, young man.
Yeah.
No, over the
it looked
over
good
the
for
face
mine.
of it. It looked very good. Straight over the face. Unlucky. 5-5.
Leaves it even.
We've got a game.
So the restart to Burnside.
Let's see where we go here. So we pulled Nigel back. They've put the winger up from there. So Alex should be on ball from here.
It's always the back rows, isn't it, Stu?
Yes.
You chase. I'll wait back here for the kick.
Yeah.
I think it was Dean Richards who started that all the way back.
I think he did, yeah.
Souths again are off and running.
Harry Ashby taking it up.
Wiggett to Heaney to Rockeneye.
Good recycle. Well done, South.
Wiggett again looks out to this side. Heaney, clever little kick. Where's it going to bounce?
Oh.
South side again. The South supporters to our left doing everything they can. Just still a little bit of.
Come on, 10. Thank you,
Partington.
Jimmo.
Is that Partington? Who's
bad discipline by Burnside there.
The old coach killer. Certainly wouldn't want to upset Wayne Vincent,
and an unusual mistake by Bailey there. That was unfortunate.
Well,
accidentally trapping the ball under his foot and kicking it
away.
No,
that was bad discipline.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last week, and I don't know whether South will have worked on it, but the ball does not. It doesn't bounce.
Just a bad bounce.
Doesn't bounce as you want it to bounce.
Great defence by South, though, all over them straight away.
And just talking about that discipline, I mean, we're nearly 20 minutes into the game, and to scores a tie, there's really no need to just give them free territory.
And there have been very few penalties.
I think actually South haven't had one penalty. I don't think they've had a penalty yet.
Oh, well, they had the offside over there, and then this one. Wiggett to Heaney. Has an option out the back.
Not sure.
Which is Ronavusa. He had to take it from a standing start, but again, does well to get them going forward.
Nigel's there again, isn't he? Wow, he's everywhere.
Purcell fires it out. That one's gone backwards. Rockeneye finds himself on the wing. One to beat. Bailey does very well, slowing him down. He can't get away. Can they get there? Yes, they can. Sagari will get the second one of the day for Souths.
Well done, South.
And I tell you what, you have to tip your hat to Sanilia Rockeneye, because my word, did he go through some work on this near side.
Watching Sanela's pace build up on the wing there, it took him 3 or 4 steps to build. But once he was
going, here we go again. I mean, that's a good stop, and then he just manages to stake 3. Then the offload is good. Bailey goes for his second tackle, and just stretched out. They've got the tails up South, Stu. So Rockenai might have had his sighter. See what he can do.
Yeah,
just trying to have a look at the trees. It does look as if it is right to left as we look at it.
I'm not sure about those rain clouds either. I think we might be getting a little bit of a drop in the second half.
I don't know what it's like behind us. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Actually, we do have aerial footage, so we could probably look over the stands and see what's coming towards us.
I think the drone may be down for bad weather.
We could be looking at it.
I don't know if we're in the airport.
We've
No,
grounded.
we're definitely not.
We're definitely sorry.
Definitely not.
Stupid thing to say, wasn't it? Really?
Once a teacher, always a teacher. So Rockenai
Let's see how this
steps up.
kick goes this time.
Nope.
Shocking kick.
Standing foot, got
Bless him.
nowhere near that one.
Build up next time.
Yeah, nice kick from McKinney.
Really good
That was
kick
a very
from
nice
Marquez.
kick.
But here he goes again,
A
Rockenai.
little bit lucky with the placement, the way it fell.
Bad technique there by Burnside
Certainly.
in that defence.
Oh,
Good on Josh Bailey. That was his second attempt.
If you talk,
Five players around him.
if you talk technique-wise, Josh Bailey did nothing wrong with the first one.
No.
It's just Rockenai was too strong, and then managed
Well,
to
you have
evade
got a
Walter.
hooker against a hooker against a
Someone's
winger.
going to have to call for that.
Yeah.
Then
And there's
Bailey
Bailey
will
again.
work.
Well done, Bailey.
Punch and counter punch at the moment. Delaney will get in there. Meredith.
Who have we got?
Just a little bit of miscommunication. Focarelli has to go and tidy it up. Still going backwards. He's managed to get behind absolutely everybody.
So what have we called in here? Penalty or knock on?
Knock on.
Scrum down.
Scrum
Burnside
down
ball.
Burnside, but my word. Punch and counter punch. You can't take your eyes off this for a second.
That's a really great pick up by
And
Josh
that's-
Bailey.
I tell you what,
Solid.
that's a
That was
fantastic
a
tackle.
great
from
tackle.
Wiggett.
Completely the right technique and everything, all the way around his ankles.
Just good rugby.
Yeah.
Bowling, batting, fielding, good cricket. So the Burnside scrum has been absolutely dominant so far. They've got a fairly decent blind side for
think
Bailey to work in.
You would back a Canterbury call here, Nigel pick and go.
Well,
Go to the open side.
Going to the open side,
Yeah,
but
go
they
open,
do
go
have
open.
they do have a fairly decent blind side if they wanted to work with it.
Yeah.
Probably want it over the other side. Meredith
Push it through.
has the runners, then he'll pull out the back.
That was flat again.
Just a lot of players taking things standing.
Yeah. Again,
Inside
good
the 22,
good
ball
day by
lost.
South. Good day by South.
Playing on, Purcell will pick it up.
Turnover.
I think there's a penalty coming here.
Yeah.
He's got himself completely on the wrong side.
Isn't it good to be sitting with all the South supporters and
Yeah,
hearing
it's
that?
lovely.
They are,
Hearing
I'm
the-
assuming it will go out. They are
hearing the
being
applause
very,
for the
very
referee.
vocal.
Yeah.
The Burnside
I think,
supporters away to our right.
I don't think there's any Chardonnay here. That's probably why they're quiet, the Burnside people.
And no caviar.
No caveat.
That's a good kick considering.
Solid.
I don't think there's a worse position to be taking a penalty kick from when smack bang in the middle.
Yeah.
It's good and strong. Tell you what, that's smart work from Will as well, Jacob Will, to keep it alive. And then it's Jacob Pepper.
Yep.
He just got himself
Smiling
on the wrong
assassin.
side.
So it's a good take
Brown,
by Burnside.
there is the compete, and Brown gets hands on. And the ball
Isaac's
goes to
taking that ball
ground.
down. That's good.
Off we go again. Meredith. Short ball to Brown. That's
Yeah, not sure about that tackle.
yeah, that's
I don't think it was deliberate, but the rules are the
Bully
rules.
Inoki, and he may find himself in trouble.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
he
he
was. Yeah, I think he may be set down for a little bit. It's
Yeah.
a
It's a
it's
bit
a
unfortunate
tough
as
one.
well.
I don't know
Yeah.
whether he's going to talk to him. We'll just keep an eye on that right hand
I
of the
hope so.
referee. Might just be a talking to, because he did look after him when he put him down.
Yeah.
Didn't drive him in. It was all safe. There's the warning,
Yeah, I
so
think
it's
so.
just
Good.
a penalty.
Good refereeing.
Yeah. So we would be looking. I mean, as soon as you see those legs come up, Stu,
You do.
it's
There's a
red
little bit of
card,
panic.
and then you have to
Yeah, pull back
come
from
all
there.
the way down. And I think, thankfully, he came back far enough,
That's a very good kick by Smezza or Sean Meredith.
because we certainly don't want this game. Here we see. I mean, do you remember the good old days, Declan? That would have been
Yeah.
about as good.
He-
He's landed
he-
feet.
yeah,
He's landed legs first, so
How far
there's a
over?
lot of.
He actually pivoted him in the middle, didn't he?
And then
yeah.
he brought him back.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There were no
unfortunate.
hands between the
But-
legs. It wasn't a.
the good old days. That's a good tackle,
That
Dan.
was a great tackle.
It would have
Yeah.
been.
That was a high five afterwards.
In fact, your coach probably would have said, "Hey, you haven't dumped him on his
Yeah.
head. Can we Go back and do it again.
Exactly right. I think it's still allowed in third grade. Well done, Jake. Great take at the back there.
Oh, not how they wrote it up, I don't think.
At least we stopped them all.
Delaney's
impressed me this year.
Oh, great flat ball to Barker.
Yeah, I'm not sure Barker enjoyed it.
Oh, but came at it with a head of speed. And again, they just start to slow down again. Walton. Take on Bully. Off they go again. Delaney exposed the ribs of Meredith.
Well done, Cobber.
He's done very, very well to keep hold of it.
Just very static at the moment. We need some dynamic in this game. Jake's, that was good take by Jake.
One out
well
again,
done.
Really, from Burnside. Delaney to Walton.
That's good.
Good step, beats a couple, great offload to Marshall. Marshall now will just try and work his way towards a 5. Excellent start. Oh, the arm comes out, it is.
Yeah.
He didn't keep his weight.
We're still going.
It's so hard.
Still going. There should be a pick and go there. Where's Nigel? Look for Nigel.
There is the pick and go, just short.
There's Nigel now, he's going to go
Delaney,
for it. Oh, no.
Then to Meredith. Focarelli, inside ball to Samuel. Just a little bit upright. Allowed South to just hold him up and there.
Of course he is. Of course it's Nigel.
There's Nigel. Very difficult to stop from that far out. Lamson will get another one.
Good build up there. Freddie did well to actually take that ball. He was actually quite upright, but he went through and he beat 2 of the players, and that sucked in a couple of them to push through. It's a good play by Burnside.
Walton rolling back the years.
That was a nice offload, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Rolling back the years. Stepping one, stepping inside to May, and then
very well to hold on.
So Meredith will look to kick the conversion. Meredith returning to the site of his grand final heroics for the first time. He's not played at South since that day, have you?
Well, most of the time he's working up in Morgan. He's works on outdoor adventure parks for schools. So he's, we're privileged to have him back. He's a great guy.
So Meredith will line it up.
Easy one from here, you would have thought.
Oh, Stu, don't be saying that. That was so deliberate.
The tactical commentator's curse. We like it.
That was terrible.
Worked like a charm.
We're not allowed to swear in public on this show.
No, I've not been out there. You've played today, Dak, yes? What's it like underfoot out there?
Really, really good.
Well,
there's a couple of soft patches.
I would suggest that standing foot is an issue for the kickers at the moment, because no one, as Stu quite rightly said, it should have been an easy one.
Yeah, great. Easy ones are typically the ones you know.
I think you had his eye on the scoreboard and thought about the game context.
I think it's Rock and I taking this.
That looks a bit offside there, boys.
Inoki versus Brown. I tell you what. They've got the ball.
Yeah, are they calling a knock on? It was a knock on. But they looked awfully offside here from the kickoff.
I tell you what, Kiru Brown, if he had a look.
He looked at that player straight away.
Of all the players you don't want bearing down on you under a high ball.
I think that was the problem. He actually looked up.
And Inoki ball, I mean, those ones, you've just got to take it and hope that your ribs stay intact afterwards.
I agree totally.
But you need the ball.
Yeah.
Because now they've got a scrum in a really good position for South, because now they've got the blind side with the half-back on the other side, so there is a blind side move
number
if they want it.
But number 8's talking to the flankers already.
He probably wants his second try of the day.
But Burnside scrum has been pretty strong, so I'd be surprised
very, we can get very strong. I mean, I think we will see a number 8 pick-up.
Can we get a right side?
Whether it's a defensive pick-up or
you've got
an
to
attacking
stabilise
pick-up.
that scrum first.
It's a lot more stable than they're going here. They have overloaded. Heaney will give it back inside. Just gets through the first one. Does get past the gain line. Now they're off again. Purcell will send it over the top to Tamai. Tamai puts the foot down, then draws, then gives.
Wow.
Souths will push again.
Good structure.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Gunda Sakara over there on that far side, and that's just good rugby stew.
That's excellent coaching. That's just brilliant.
Yeah.
They overloaded that side.
Do you think that looked like a set move? That looked very set.
It did.
Yeah, because they brought him in midfield, and the blindside winger came in the midfield, and then they had to bring everybody in and gave them the overlap. Great hands from Harry Tamai.
Skinny's pass out
really good.
Was targeted.
Really, really good. And, I mean, We've not seen a huge amount of Harry Tamai on the Space Quake Sports broadcast, but we saw a lot of him in the Rugby League broadcasts. He became a Space Quake Sports
So when did he come to? When did he come to South?
A couple of years ago.
Right. Okay.
But he's been in and out of the first
year, I think last year.
So the year before. But
Stewie, what do you think on
out.
this kick? Do you think this is going to be an easy kick?
I think it's a really difficult kick.
He'd be lucky to get it, you reckon?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Yeah.
Well, if the kids want to learn how to kick, do not watch today's game. It's been
15-10 on the Vortex scoreboard.
Been ordering. I don't have to call it this year. At least I don't get a message this week reminding me. But going back to Harry Tamai, he is incredibly good at a 2-on-1, which I think most rugby league players are.
Should be. Yeah.
And here's a very, very good.
That's a very good kick.
That's a beautiful kick.
That's a great take by Will.
And great take by them.
Oh, had a look for the offload. Gets the offload away to Purcell. Purcell, acres in front of him. Now he has to work hard and get the recycle. Can they get it?
And that's a penalty.
Well, don't get me on my soapbox this early. Sagari will go.
I mean, you release a tackler,
Wicket.
you release a play when he's got his both knees
inside
on the
ball
ground.
to Bully. And again, that patience for South has to go. Rock and I goes. Then they will fire it out and find Ashby. Ashby going backwards, does well to offload to Purcell. Purcell. Walton couldn't beat the clean out. Penalty. I think Wiggett thinks it is. Oh, there we go. There's a battle of the heavyweights with Wiggett and Delaney.
And you see all the big fellas just stand around and look at them.
Let them go. Be like two terriers going at it.
Two under sevens.
Tell you what, Jacob Will, well done, young man.
What's
this offload as well?
Very solid.
A little bit.
No.
A little bit
forward.
forward.
He got a great run on him.
Yeah.
No, Barker did well in that defence though. He'd stood his ground on him.
Yeah, we've come a long way, I think. I mean, from the days when second rowers, you wouldn't seen a second rower do that. Wonderful athletes. But
That's a great take.
Great take.
Great take. And straight away,
awareness.
Look. That's 1, 2.
And then if you look here, he's ready there. I tell you what.
And then offload. Great play.
Kids, if you're watching now, you want to carry the ball. That is it. Great work from Walton at the front.
Nice.
And they're off and running. Wiggett has to make the tackle, and he does.
Good clean out.
Oh, he's unlucky.
That's another advantage here.
Yeah, he's unlucky, Wiggett, for that one, but he's technically correct.
They're playing advantage.
Yeah, they're going to come back for it.
Take the penalty.
Poor Joe Wiggett was trying to get back on side.
I'm not sure that was a penalty. Yeah, it was for releasing. It wasn't it wasn't Joe.
Walton slow to get up.
So you'd expect a line out from here.
See how far down they can get it, because their line out has been immaculate so far, the Double Blues. Just in between the 22 and the 15-metre line. So
amazing clean out.
It's a little bit.
Very good.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, poor Joe Wiggett got caught.
Yeah.
He ricocheted.
Yes.
Poor Joe Wiggett. Well, he's finally got his kite up in the background. He's been having a go at that for 15 minutes.
Do you notice South starting to compete again at the line-out?
Yeah, they do get the rolling more going, but South have got it stopped again. But the arms out again. Another penalty. Burnside are going to come back. Side entry into the
what would you do?
The maul.
I think another line out from here.
Keep going with it.
Yeah, Burnside getting secure ball off that line out.
So it's just saying not rolling away? Oh no, he's all over
from
him.
the side.
Yeah, he's off his feet.
Well, he gave it for in the side, so I don't know.
Okay.
It must have been the maul.
There, right.
It must have been the maul beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So another Burnside line out on the 22. Souths have managed to. They've worked it out. Again, I'm going to wax lyrical about Souths again, but again, their ability to change game plan on the fly is something that we haven't seen for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and that ability to switch to, that's the experience that you're starting to get in the pack. But Chris Walton again.
I don't know if they're just picking the jumper as to where they should be jumping at.
Great take again by Isaac Parker.
Good sack as well, and they just killed them all. Delaney to Meredith. Meredith, short ball. Now they got a bit of go forward. Johns Didn't quite get there. Walton,
cheeky knock on. Unlucky.
And McKeaney.
Still seems that Burnside seems still very flat at that centre line.
I think that was
they're still not dynamic off that ball.
I think that was one of the first times that we've seen them, have a run onto the ball.
Yeah.
Just a little one there. I tell you what, it's really interesting. McKeaney really got into Chris Walton at that point.
He'll be straight in his ear on that one. Yeah, he'll remind him all day about that.
But I tell you what, he's lucky that he didn't turn it into a penalty.
Yeah.
Not backwards and coming forwards is young McKeaney. So
it's certainly an 8-man scrum by Burnside. See what they can do with it.
It's a lot more solid. They didn't move. Tamai will take it up to the line.
Excitement. He
then
gets the ball.
Inside ball.
Alex has got hands on the ball.
Goes out into touch. And I tell you what, in the blink of an eye, we're 5 minutes away from half time.
Incredible. This game has gone so quick. I quite like this, David.
What, commentating? Or?
Yeah. Well, clearly enjoying the commentating. Marshall to Delaney. Out to Focarelli. Focarelli, fat ball again to Bailey. Bailey looks to step inside, shakes away the first one, and the second one.
Great play by Bailey.
Huge upper body strength from the young man. That's a good hold as well. Then to Samuels. Samuels just throws it really nowhere. Lamsam.
There's Chris Walton again looking out for it.
Marshall.
There he goes. Comes back
into Walton. Walton looking for his second of the game. Delaney will get a great counter rock from Stanojevic. Great counter rock.
Yeah. Well done by Salsa. That was actually really good counter rocking.
Yeah, patient, and Stanojevic hit that, and he hit that hard. The new improved.
Oh, this is Josh Bailey. His mother would be proud of this one now, wouldn't it?
Look at the upper body strength.
So straight in there.
That's one.
Nice pirouette.
That's one. Get off.
Yeah.
Second one.
And then have that.
No.
He gets out of this as well.
Gets out of this one. Go away.
That is
a go away.
Two go away.
Yeah, the second one I think was more impressive.
What's the number on his back?
Yeah, number 11.
That's unheard of.
But he's a strong lad.
He played in the US?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was at college in the US. Yep. He spends a lot of time in the gym on his upper body.
Not his lower body.
So his mother says.
Ranavusa looks again for that gap.
He's high.
Meredith
Great
Brown.
tackle.
It is a good tackle. I thought he was just going to get through.
Yeah.
We're playing an advantage.
There's another penalty advantage. So Wiggett will just look for space.
Barker's
and they'll
on the
just
ball.
come back for that. There we go.
Yeah, take the penalty.
I think you're enjoying this so much, Declan, that Dave's actually having difficulty getting a word.
So Tamai, and again, horrible position to kick for touch. Right smack bang in the middle. Make your decision and just kick through it, Hardy. There we go. So it'll be a Souths line out. The shadows of half time. Beautiful rainbow in the background as well.
That's glorious. Isn't it lovely with the hills in the background as well?
We live in a beautiful part of the world, don't we?
We are blessed. I thought they were offering to buy 2 more refreshments for us, Stuart. Is that what they were doing?
Stanojevic goes through the middle. Does very, very well and spends enough time.
Nice ball now.
They still lost it. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a bit messy.
It
was really, really messy.
He's got them.
I don't think there was anything in it, but Stanojevic, again, just from a discipline point of view, Declan, and Graham Raymond comes in. From a discipline point of view, there's 3 people having a go at Steve Stanojevic while he's on the ground, while the game's still going. Yeah. That's 3 people who are now no longer involved in the game.
Right. I don't know if he's
you just see it here, 12 people. Just on the left-hand side of your screen, there's 3 of them, all having a go at him. I mean, you're now not playing.
Yeah. But the funny thing about it is that Chris has probably been in their ear the whole game, so they've probably all got a little grudge against him.
Just wondering if we're reporting the slight high tackle on Stevie.
Well, I mean, I thought Stevie came through and made the tackle.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. I don't know. I mean, I know
I'm not sure if they're pulling up the actual shenanigans that happened on the ground afterwards.
There was nothing in that.
No,
that
there was
is
handbags.
It was handbags. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to speak to both the captains. We did try and get him mic'd up. We just ran out of time preparation-wise. God, we could have done with it right now.
That would be very good. Perhaps
yeah,
take it from sign language.
Yeah, we do try and work it out.
Yeah.
It's been a good game, and Guillermo's controlled this really well.
It's been quite good disciplined as well.
Yeah.
Be a shame for it to go anywhere else.
Oh, well, now he wants to speak to Stanojevic. Oh, he's gone to the Stanojevic and Walton. I think it is
yellows for both
of them. 1, 2. Yeah.
Wow. Just put them into the naughty corner.
Yeah.
So would it be a reenactment of that league game now? Both of them go and have a chat to each other on the sideline.
Oh no! Well, how good was that? Well, that would make that would go viral. But they'll come down. There's chairs each. They've got chairs each.
Chairs each.
Yeah, so they're all good. And it is for the afters, and maybe that's just him. Maybe there's just been a little bit of.
I think there's been some niggle.
And he's gone right.
Yeah.
Enough's enough now.
And a 2 and a 3, it's pretty normal to have a niggle. The niggle will be coming from the scrum, and then in the open play, they're just going to have a crack at each other.
So Kieran Sambrook has been brought on. I thought you could only make a front row change in a scrum.
No, you can now do it.
Do it any
so
time.
That you can have a contested scrum. Otherwise, you haven't got.
Well, no, but it's not a scrum; it's a line-out. So they brought Sambrook on to throw into the line-out.
Of course.
Well, how's that for cold?
And that took it.
Yeah. Newton steals it, and Wiggett's had enough. Wiggett's like, let's go.
He knew it was
we want to go into half-time. So we will take a break. And we will get ready for half number 2. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because this one is going to finish, we think, probably quite interestingly. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back shortly. As per usual, we are back, and as per usual, the 15-minute half-time break is negotiable. I was nowhere near 15 minutes. Absolutely nowhere near 15 minutes. So I'm here on my own, because the other gentlemen have gone to get themselves some refreshments and possibly go to the bathroom. So I'm on my own. Good Lord, I had to run. And we are underway, and Tamai will not make the 10 metres. Well, that's come off Sambrook. So that's an interesting start to this second half. Offside, Samuels, I thought. Now we're off and running again. Heaney looks for space over the back, takes a nice bounce. Oh, didn't go where he wanted it to go. Good Lord. We are back. So we're going to come all the way back. Mr. Jones at the spot. So it's going to be a Burnside scrum in a very, very strong position. Big, big blind side for them to work with. Let's go through some half time. There's a change for the scrum, front row change. So it will be a Burnside scrum with a very, very big blind side. Have a look and see whether we've got some scores from around the ground. Burnside been very, very strong in the scrum so far today. Just around the grounds, I think going pretty much as expected. Onka Paringa leading there, 53 points to 0 up at Elizabeth. Brighton winning 45 points to 0 against Woodville. Our Collegians beating Barossa 57 points to 0. 26-10, Port Adelaide leading over Adelaide University, and then Souths and Burnside here. Souths winning 15 points to 10 at the moment. Probably not the way you would have said it, but based on the league position, they're both very, very close. Lamson with a little bobble at the back, gives it to Delaney. Now they're away. Barker to Alan Henson. Tries to run around the outside, does very well to get the offload away, and there's the penalty. Just a little bit isolated. And that double team of Purcell and Will, who've been very, very impressive that as a partnership today. And Tamai will just look to clear, which he does. Very well. Just seeing whether there's any feet. No, he's done absolutely great situational awareness from Alan Henson. And then just isolated on the inside. And the penalty for not releasing. Line up bang in front of us. Good line up. Purcell, then off the top to Wiggett. Now Johns on the inside. Big hard straight run, still going Johns. And a little knock on in the south scrum. So we welcome Mr. O'Callaghan back. Clearly you're not aware that the teams decide how long the half-time break is.
Obviously
not the referee. Referee had to run and get a good run from Jack Johns.
With the COVID restrictions, obviously it takes a little bit longer to get refreshments these days.
I have to say, though, normally a sign of a good game is if you have to run to the bathroom at half-time and there's a line-up because no one's left.
Nobody's left, you're exactly right.
No one's left. So
this is a very tight game.
Very, very good game so far.
Welcome back. I just got to see Jack Johns standing up in a couple of tackles. His balance is extraordinary.
Another one who I coached when he was an under-15, so free kick, early push, they're off. Purcell will find Heaney. Heaney to Tamai. Tamai a little in out, again a little bit upright. It's done well though.
Release.
Yeah, not releasing.
Good counter.
Not releasing. And I tell you what, right there, that whole thing in a nutshell was Tamai's rugby league. It's a penalty I hate. I hate it. But he was very, very upright. Then he managed to get his knee down, then he got the penalty, and then he does the old head pat. Very, very rugby league. Not very, not very rugby.
I'd rather not the head pat. You just risk reversing the whole penalty for just stupidity.
It's not.
Sorry.
No, I agree with you completely. It's not rugby union. He'll get there.
Sorry,
but we're going to get into. And funnily enough, I was talking to Chris. For me, that's a maul.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, no, he's got his knee down, so
that's what I mean. But it's a longer discussion than we've got time for now.
Oh, we should start. But this, touching another player on the head, it just fits.
Great steal, but Newton was alive to it. Now got to keep himself in field, which he does.
Great counter there by
real
Burnside.
Good
well
counter.
done, Blair Davies.
That's good rugby again. Lamsam looking for space. Again, Purcell. Oh, he's very, very close to getting hands on again. Kick is touched. So the best they're going to get out of it is that Burnside are going to be deeper in their own territory than they would want to be. But, geez, it's just good rugby all round, isn't it? Newton rolling back the years and being in the right place at the right time, and then that counter rock is really,
I love the body
good.
position by Blair there. That was good.
Really, really good. And then when they clear out again, it's just good rugby. Purcell was close again to a
Isaac straight up. That's a very good take. That'll put us in a good position now.
Yeah, and then we're away again. Not straight. So it's going to be the choice for Souths, whether they want a scrum or whether, and if they've got another set piece from a scrum, you'd be thinking about it, wouldn't you? But they're going to go for the lineup.
There's a lot of bandages there on Focarelli. That came on at half time by the look of it.
Both his knees.
Yeah.
Very, very clean.
Yeah.
The charge down was good. So I got clarification as well for the yellow cards.
Right.
Mr. Walton has got a yellow card because he threw Big Steve Stanojevic to the floor.
Right.
And then Stevie got his yellow card for retaliation for a punch.
Right.
Which is surprising that it's only a yellow card if it was a punch. Wiggett into midfield. Heaney just looks to kick it through. Dealt with the bounce very, very well. Barker did okay.
But it's 3 on South there.
Massive tackle again for 3 Souths players. Then on the outside, running the angle.
I think handsball was the option there. I'm not so sure the kick.
Marshall does well, takes 2 to get him down, and again that combination of Purcell and Will, who are just sniffing around every single breakdown to see whether they can turn it over. Then the back out to Meredith. Meredith looking for a little bit of space, does well to get back on his right foot, and then sends it away.
Well done. Nice line.
It pains me to say this after this many years, but I think Sean Meredith is still underrated.
I agree. He's just dynamic and very elusive in his play.
Manages to sort of fly under the radar
very much
constantly and consistently.
But then also in defence, he's a formidable tackler.
Oh, I thought we've had it all before. Flat ball.
And look at him now. There you go.
Out the back.
That says everything.
Bully's got it.
Yeah. Offside, but
very quick.
Offside again. Just very, very keen to play rugby.
See the bench are trying to get back on now. So Walton and the lad from South, they're up, they're getting themselves ready.
Yeah, he tried to go for a little warm-up run and was sent back by the fourth official.
Oh, did he?
So now both of them are trying to warm up in a very, very small area.
It's nice to see the interchange between them out there. They're both looking at each other ruthfully and going.
Yeah, nice little chat with each other.
They're both smiling.
There's some experience, there's some front row experience.
Stu, I was talking about SADB for Burnside, but you've got Croplands. They've been with you for a hell of a long time, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've done very well.
Yeah, big shout out to Brendan Deck. Has he still got, are they on the sleeve?
They're on the back.
On the back, yeah. Big shout out to Brendan Deck.
Evoker and Loaded Steel would be the other.
Yeah. Loaded Steel, I think, is Tyrone.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Also a big employer with a nice turnover.
Oh, well, as we're giving out the free ads, we'll do some more when we get to the next break. Jones again finds some space.
Wow.
Gets away from Brown. Has one to beat. Gets the offload away to Rockenau. Rockenau against Lamsam. Lamsam does well.
That was a elusive play there by South. That was sensational.
Yeah, Jack Jones
from where
is very
I was
difficult
looking,
to put down.
I have to be honest, from where I was looking, it looks like Lamsam makes this tackle with his head.
Yes.
I'd be really interested to see this again. Rockenau.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
The arms come later. But while we're giving out the free ads, the Robin Hood is massive for Burnside as well. You see them involved. And of course yourself, Declan, with Wojtek.
Yeah, Wojtek. We've been supporting Burnside Rugby for a number of years now. We're very pleased to do so.
It's changing. So that's Focarelli. Is that a change? Yeah, he's running right past the naughty chair. So there's been a change there as well.
Oh, it's I've forgotten his name, but he was playing second grade as well.
Sensational play from Jack Johns, just watching the replay.
Yeah, really good from Jack Johns. He missed rugby last week, and you can tell. He's glad to be back out there. Delaney.
He wasn't playing at the start of the year. He was out with a shoulder injury, and he was the assistant manager of the women's team.
Strong run.
Oh, nice G.
Stolen by...
I think G's knocked it on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it G?
I tell you what, Graham Newton is rolling back the years. I've been very, very impressed with him at the start of the second half.
Well, have you
trying to work out which one... it's not Keanu. Has Keanu gone out?
No, it's not Keanu.
Nice intercept from G.
Oh, is it Sol?
Sol Loper?
He's come back.
Yeah, I'll just validate that.
We'll find out who it is, but we think it's Loper. Souths have managed to shore up the scrum, or I don't know whether Burnside are just picking and choosing when they go, but it does seem to be a lot more solid than it was initially. Jack Johns is playing the game of his life at the moment.
That's a very good scrum by Burnside.
Delaney to Meredith. And into mid-4. Not going to get away with that one.
That was a bit silly.
Take the points, Stu. Take the points.
No
Take
way.
the points,
no way.
Stu.
No way.
No. Rockenau decides. Whoa! Rockenau met by Sambrook.
Yeah,
all
Sambrook
good
won't
for
take a
mine.
step back.
Then we're out again. Heaney. Tackled by Brown. An air of desperation around this Burnside defence so far. Wiggett looks this near side to Ronavusa. He again will look for a gap. Thought about the offload. Not there.
Yeah,
Wiggett.
nice and patient. Be patient, guys.
Purcell to Will. Tell you what, they have been a double act
that is
and
a
a
coach
half
killer.
today.
That is a coach killer, not taking those points.
Oh, no.
And turn ball. That is a
I don't know
complete
why
coach
that's
killer.
that way.
Why has it gone that way? What's happened?
I don't think you can go. I'd be asking the question,
why? What's happened?
Where is Ronavusa? Go and ask the question.
Let's have a look at that now.
Hopefully we got it again.
Unless it
we'll
was
have
an
a
obstruction.
Have a look.
That's the first obstruction.
That's the first penalty. Yeah.
That's the first one, which they didn't take the points
he
for.
thought he was going to get the ball. That's my only defence for him.
Whether it's accidental or not, it's certainly
definitely
an
offside.
obstruction. Don't know whether we got the other one for the penalty.
Right. Oh, here comes the coach killer.
Not really. Sanela is.
I mean, look. I mean, they were close. They were close, but here's the hit.
Oh,
that is.
Yeah.
Well,
Neither took an inch today.
That is big boys playing
solid.
rugby. That one. Marshall onto Lamsam into midfield as Mr. Garcia hits the deck in the middle. Good restart, and off they go again towards the 15-meter. Delaney pulls it to Meredith. Flat ball again. Well, they're going to use the big fella, and he will be big fella until we find out anything differently. Sambrook takes it on the bounce, then gives it out.
Here comes Josh Bailey.
Bailey again. That's a great battle between those two. Has he got hands on again? Will? Oh,
there's
flat ball out to Marshall. We haven't seen Marshall on a gallop for a while. Delaney in the back again, a little pick and go by Lamsam. Delaney then will get hands on. Out into midfield. Again, they're rolling and going very, very well now, this Burnside pack. Bounce pass to Meredith, does well to pick it up. Inside ball to Brown. Brown shakes away from one, and he's got hands on again, Purcell.
Must have offside again.
So this is the one. I don't know what that's for. Is it for jumping into the tackle?
Not sure. Was the guy coming around, the South guy coming around the side?
Well, I mean, he's got his arm up before anything else happens.
He saw something we didn't.
Well, Mr. Raymond wants to go.
Right, let's have a look again.
Is it jumping into the tackle?
I think he jumped into the tackle. I think you're exactly right, David.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think.
And I think he's been talked to as well. I think it was one of the touchies did it.
So so there's another chat with Mr. Raymond and Mr. Garcia.
I think they might be talking about the game tonight. Are they going out? Were they going to do the hair?
I'll be honest, Guillermo, I'm a little bit tired. Can we just slow this down?
Yeah.
He wants to speak to somebody.
So Isaac?
I think the obvious thing here is reverse the penalty and
oh, well done.
Offside again.
Offside,
There's been a lot of offsides for Souths, and just take a step back.
Yeah, you've got both assistant referees wired up to the ref, and he's stepping in front of that line. You're going to get burnt.
There's that magical car again.
It is there.
Got to buy that ticket.
How many tickets have you got?
I've got a couple. Maggie, I did ask Maggie, and she said, "No, Daddy, I want a ute."
She needs a ute. She's out there in a remote station in the Northern Territory. Again, they've managed, they've kind of managed the sack.
Yeah,
Stanojevic manages to work his way all the way through the middle. They've got to get it back, which they do. Sambrook.
Solid.
He's a big, strong runner, Sambrook. Question the haircut, but...
Yeah. No. From the side, the referee's got...
Is that the signal?
No. He's got them coming in from the side, not through the gate.
I think you're going to do well too.
So coming from side, was that Josh Bailey coming through? So where's
there
Josh
is.
Bailey?
No, it's Marshall as well.
Marshall,
well, they both got it. It was like a pincer movement.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't question haircuts, being as follically challenged as I am, but this weird mullet thing that's going on at the moment.
There's a good one there for South.
Yeah, I mean that's not even the best one.
No,
it's not good.
Jack Johns has got probably the best one out there at the moment. Sandbrooks is looking pretty flowing at the moment. These COVID haircuts are terrible.
I think us middle-aged men, we're just jealous. We just want to one.
I don't think I'd ever go there. Very jealous of Lamsam and his hair. I've never seen Nigel with the same haircut twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Burnside not joining in on that party. Where are the haircuts? Burnside?
Sandbrooks is pretty ordinary. Chris Walton's is about as good as it gets. So now we will see Eliapa come on.
That's
another untidy line out.
That's the third line out. Burnside have disrupted.
Another untidy one. Fully doing his best to try and prove that he was getting out. Lamsam again, hit flat-footed again.
No, totally offside.
No.
Bad luck.
Silly
That's rush of blood to the head, that one.
Now got a tight. Oh, he called that very early.
Yeah.
He could have just let maybe another 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to talk to him. It's just a rush of blood to the head.
That was, a bit silly. Yeah, nothing in it.
I don't think you'd call that.
There's no thought gone into that whatsoever. He's just going to talk to him and say, if I was Ron Avusa now, if I was Usoa now, I'd be saying, look, just take a step back.
Yeah,
we're quick enough. And the other thing is
still got 5 points on.
Yeah, and the other thing as well, Declan, is the balls that are going to the Burnside runners. And here we go. We see the return of Save. And I did say if it was close, we'd probably see him.
We'll see him on. Yeah.
But a lot of the first passes are very static. So Souths have got the ability to take that extra yard and still get there.
I think that's something that Burnside needs to work on in the centres. They're coming in far too static.
Well, here is that change.
Delanca's coming off, so it looks like Sarve's coming onto the wing.
I know, it looks like Tamari going to go to the wing.
And Sarve to fullback.
Sarve's going to go to fullback. And the times of using Bonavusa is gone. We're down back to Isara and Sarve.
Very
great maul. Walton gets his hands on at the back. They've managed to splinter.
Still going.
Purcell's done very, very well, but if he gets away with that, he's done very, very well. Pulls it down in front of us. Meredith out the back. Isara tries to get hands on, doesn't quite get there. Sarve gets introduced to the game. Gets hands on. Can he hold him up?
It's a maul.
He's got his arm out again. Don't know whether that's for a penalty.
It is.
Head high.
It is. What's he going? Someone's going to go.
I think there's another card.
Offside.
I think there's another card. He's reaching for the pocket.
Who's he going for? Who's he going for? That's going to be the shortest start.
Straight away.
That's a high tackle.
Unbelievable. It's been on for 2 minutes.
On for 2 minutes. There's one play. And
certainly no warning.
Well, no, I think it's been too many penalties. I think the next one was going to go regardless.
Yeah, I don't think it was aimed at him.
Well, no, I mean, he's got him for high, which I think he's going to be hard done by.
It'd be very interesting to see
I thought he was going for the ball.
So he's going over the shoulder. He's over the shoulder.
He's going for the ball there. That's.
I think you need to go back. I don't know whether there's any contact above the shoulder or over the shoulder.
I think that's the first time in. Yeah. He was just going for the ball.
That's a tough one.
He's been hard done by.
Ooh.
The first knock on came from the green and red hand.
And he's got
Sam.
Got an arm out.
Yeah. I think that's just for the knock on. Yeah. Marshall comes back on the angle.
Ball's there. Ben Delaney's on.
Delaney to Meredith.
Oh, that's a great show and goes.
He's not Joe Wiggett though, is he?
The candy man.
Well done, Nigel. Good snipe.
Lansam again gets within 5. Then he will go again. Brown left it behind. Marshall, he will straighten. Even his arms aren't long enough to reach out from there. Delaney again will take control. Goes to Meredith. Meredith thought he saw a gap he liked. Now they will go again. Oh, big
solid
challenge again, but he's over. Arm goes up. And Burnside will fight back. Just ran out of numbers, Souths.
Couple of handbags there.
Little bit going on in the background as well.
Good play by Burnside.
We've talked about this more than once. We've generally been very, very, very well behaved on all the broadcasts we've had, but this game is so close now.
Yeah.
If there was going to be a flashpoint, it's going to be in this one.
What you reckon? I'm going to take fists to Declan.
As long as we don't commentate on this kick, no commentary.
You will notice that last week I let you and Koo sit together. This week I'm sat between the two of you.
I stand more chance against Declan than I did against Q. Q would have massacred me.
I see nothing in that.
No, that's unfortunate.
And a yellow
for it. In it.
Yeah.
I mean, would it have been a penalty?
I think the referee's making a statement.
I don't know what statement he's making, but
okay. Look, I hadn't realised the power of a commentator here, but this is a pretty easy kick, isn't it?
Oh, don't. Oh,
and that's how he gets it.
And it is a penalty.
Well done, Smez.
And 2 points will be the difference as we tick over an hour on the Wojtek scoreboard. And my word, what a game of rugby this has been.
Yeah, so Burnside.
Just trying to see what the reason for the afters is, if anything. Is it Delaney just standing over him a little bit?
Yeah, not sure. And there was nothing in it either.
No, they didn't.
But if you're asking whether this means anything to these two sides, it certainly does.
It's very emotive out there.
Tamai will send it. Oh, it's dropped between everybody. Nobody really took it. We're just going to play on.
Have not been good. I think there'll be a bit of work done on the kickoffs during the week.
Samuel. He's found a little bit of room. Oh, it's an interesting clean up from Marshall. He's just getting a little bit touchy. Whoa, Souths have got hands on again. Going to come back. What's that for?
It does seem to be a bit one-sided at the moment with the referee.
I have to say,
did you say that, Dave?
Blair Marshall's got away with one on there.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. It's a bit one-sided. And I'll give him that.
Because there's no binding onto anything, and he's just hit Joe Wiggett.
Yeah. We're going to see this again, aren't we?
So that's the penalty. The penalty's already been given here. So
I think it's this one here.
Oh, you reckon it's there?
Oh, no, we're live.
Right.
Sorry. No, but we were in a replay. We might go back to it.
Good
Marshall again.
Solid.
Well, this is down to South's discipline now, isn't it?
They've got to stay level-headed. If they can get through this 10 minutes without conceding another try, they'll take that as a win.
Well, it's more than that. It's take the adversity, step up to it, and
don't drop your heads.
And actually now go into attack.
Takes on Will. It's a bit messy. He gathered it in again.
No, he hasn't picked it.
And it's been turned over. No. What?
Wow. I think you're right, Stu. I think the South guys need to get this referee back on side.
Here it is here.
Yeah.
That was the big hit from 8.
Two of them have hit Joe Wiggett.
They just come over.
And then he's got done for the late hit. So
yeah, that's what it was.
I tell you, it's interesting. But there's a lot in this.
Take the points.
Well, they've gone for the liner.
I think he was aiming for the car.
Get a try.
He probably thinks it's golf. If you hit the car, you get the car.
I think it's a Kia.
Well, he's the second one. He is the second one in, so that's there.
Yeah.
He is the second one in, so that's there. I don't think Newton did anything wrong because Newton was literally pulled onto the ball. But the second person in cannot put hands on.
What was frustrating, I think, was let's just move on.
What's my son doing over at that car?
Your son just getting out of the car.
Oh, that Carl Jones's daughter. Neither of them are old enough to drive.
You cannot write that. That is brilliant.
That was very funny.
They just
hot wiring
appeared out the back of the car. So the young lady is Carl Jones, who is the CEO of Rugby Union SA, and the young gentleman is Declan O'Callaghan's son.
So
Major sponsor, you've got to look after sponsors.
So GG being replaced by...
We'll send you that.
That'd be a great 21st.
Great sack.
Well done.
They have to go again. Meredith runs onto it. Now they go into midfield. The inside ball goes to ground.
The arm's out again.
Elliot.
The arm's out again. He's got to be for offside.
It has to be for offside.
He has got him for offside. No, knock on. What's he doing?
Knock on. Knock on Burnside ball.
No, knock on South.
We didn't even touch the ball.
I tell you what.
Damien Plagakis is on for G.
Our director's probably going to have about 3 hours worth of replays going on at the moment because we're just not sure what's going on. So there's this one here. Is he saying that it's a knock on in the tackle?
South for a knock on.
Yeah, knock on there. It's a fair knock on.
Off bully.
Yeah,
good call.
So just the 2 points in it still. This is a reminiscence of your game.
You
win
would
that one by 2 points.
We did. You would back Nigel here. Canterbury ball, pick and go. Let's see what he does.
Defensively, Souths have been good.
Yeah,
it is going to be the pick and go.
Canterbury.
Then out to Delaney.
And straight in again.
One high, one low. That's how you got to deal with the big fellas. That's off his foot.
That's off his foot. It's off his foot. Yeah. Walton again.
Picks good lines all the time, Chris Walton. Oh, there's the lump sum snipe. Can he get there? Gets the offload away. Brown will go under the posts.
Well done.
Nice offload.
I think
very nice offload.
Obviously, the Chardonnay's working down on the right-hand side.
The right-hand side. This is the one we have to look at. Does he pick it up from behind the ball, or does he go past the ball and pick it up from behind him? We need to have a look at that again. Yeah. That's the one criticism of Lemsam doing that, is he picks the ball up from behind him.
Yes.
Great support running by Brown, great finish by Brown. We will have to look at that again. So Meredith from bang in front.
Let's not talk about it, Stu.
No, I'm cool. I'm good. All good.
Yeah, I think you've burnt your one.
Yeah, you only get a...
The rugby gods won't be good to you.
I think you've burnt your one.
I can use another genre and go anything but a 1. Yeah, so
that one
looks
will
like
go
Harry
over.
Ashby is off for Thomas Klopf coming on.
Thomas Klopf, the man with the shortest and hardest name to say in rugby. Here we go. Yeah, no, he's absolutely fine.
Yeah, there's
and
nothing
I tell
wrong
you
with
what, Chris will not want to see that again. Got to do your homework and know that Lamsam's going to do that.
Exactly right. He'll do that every day of the week.
And it's great to do it from there. When we first saw him at halfback, it just slowed everything down,
exactly
slowed the momentum down.
You look at Ben Delaney now.
It's quick.
How quick he's getting that ball out. It's very, very good.
It's great. So Tamai, another good high
this is the
contestable restart. Will gets underneath it.
Well done, Jacob Will.
And I tell you what, we've seen.
We've got some work to do there.
Yeah, Wiggett, Heaney, Soa.
Good D. Well done.
Really good defence.
Confusion in the South back line.
Another penalty for not releasing.
Just get back, South. Just get back.
Yeah.
Just front up and.
Great work from Walton. So Lantam will go, and Chris Walton, who's got his tail up at the moment, as the old fella. Off they go again. Walton into that midfield. Heaney and Isoa will take him on. Just rumbles forward again. Marshall takes on Stanojevic.
Very upright.
Big contact.
Yeah, Skinny. Skinny, surely.
Not rolling.
Surely Skinny
Not rolling away. That's a great take from Will.
That is
it's not
fantastic.
Skinny who he's got.
I know it's not Skinny he's penalised, but Skinny had the jackal and he was all over that.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to do
there's
it
no
for not holding his weight.
I mean, there's no one else was coming in to rescue him.
I tell
and he
you
just
what,
held it. He just held on to it.
I'd like to see that again, because I don't know who he's got for not rolling away, but it does feel like
it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard sometimes.
Does feel like the referee's been given a case of Chardonnay at some point. It's a great take from Will. God, he's been impressive today.
The kickoffs from South have been very impressive. Very impressive.
And you would have missed the first one in the second half. It's probably it's been the worst one that Hare Tamai has done, and Sambrook played at it and dropped it. It was about 5 metres.
Again, very, very strong from the line out by Burnside.
Really good line out.
Yeah,
and they
this
start to
rolling
get the
ball
roll
is very,
on,
very
and
strong.
Walton is going,
Look at
and
that.
Walton's
Look at
in the
that.
back.
That is good discipline.
There's only going to be a penalty coming from that. Marshall gets away. I tell you what, Stanojevic is going to do very, very well. We'll just see what happens from here. Just
unlucky.
I tell you what, if he's got Stanojevic's number, this could be a red. Well, it's a yellow. What's he got him for?
What exactly is it for?
Late tackle.
It is late.
But first grade, you shouldn't have that.
No. And I tell you what,
deliberate late.
I tell you what.
He's lucky it's not red.
Well, Jacob Will's done very, very well. Because if you
game.
go back to the maul beforehand, Stanojevic comes around the side and kills it. It is a professional foul. If he gets pinged for that, that's a yellow card, that's a red card, and Souths are in all sorts of trouble. So well done, Jacob Will, throwing yourself on the grenade.
Yeah.
But the discipline has to be better now. Jeez, there's only 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, South need to work really hard now to get this referee back on side. Very good kick, well done, Sean.
Yeah, 9 out to 12.
It's just silly, Stu. And it's put your team in the back foot, because this is going to be it for the rest of the game now. They're
on the back foot.
A player short for the rest of the game. See whether they can get this restart done again. And the restart hero in Jacob Will is sat down in front of us. See whether anybody else can take up the mantle.
Save's back on. The strike weapons are there. Just a matter of whether they can use them or not.
I was just stopping a little bit. The ground marshal, the South fans are being very, very vocal. Away to our left.
Ground marshal's onto it, so.
Yeah. No, so there's a little bit of controversy.
No, I think
being made to leave.
And
they're asking him to move.
Gearman feel like quite entitled to.
And the Burnside fans away to our right are quite impressed with that. So this is the most I've ever seen a ground marshal involved. And I have to say, that's because this is the game. It means a lot to both of these sides.
Yeah, but we've got to say there's no need for it in rugby from either side. The spectators need to behave.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
Lamsam does well, and Wiggett will hit Lamsam. That's tidy enough. Delaney out to Walton.
Nice
Walton,
ball.
it's another little late hit. He got to just...
Just going to be disciplined.
There's an arm out again, and I tell you what,
it's a penalty.
That's Sarve.
Penalty advantage.
I don't know which one he's going to come out with. South could find themselves in a little bit of problems here. Eliippa out on that far side, tries to get around the outside, and it goes to ground. Back in towards the midfield. Finally get him down. Delaney sits at the back. It's just got to be ball control now, you think, for the double blues.
And just suck up the time.
Out to Meredith. And flies it out, one-on-one.
I think he's got
Sarve manages to get enough. Then and his brother comes and gets him and helps him out. Bully's got hands on.
Yeah, back for the penalty. Back for the penalty. I think he's got some nails for being offside here.
Another penalty for offside.
I think.
Yeah, offside.
Yeah. Isoa's in a little bit of trouble.
No, it's just a simple offside. So now
little
on this
tap
side
and
of the
go.
field, I think
Lamsam.
fractionally.
That is a great ball.
I tell you
stand
what,
up.
I say it right now, Makini has to be careful. Lamsam.
Oh, wow, the arm does work the other way.
Yeah, in at the side.
And I'm not even sure what he's given that for.
Side entry, I think.
I think he just felt for them.
What's it for?
Side entry was his signal.
Oh, okay.
That's a very good kick as well. They're in a really good, positive attacking mode now.
I have to be honest, when we put up the highlight tape for this week, we might as well just put the whole game up again. Just remove all the breaks. Just put the whole game up.
So Jordan coming on for...
Let's see what they can do in this line.
Jordan coming on for Asawa.
Yeah, he's going to have to go. But I have to be honest, Makini has to be very, very careful. He's hit the ball carrier late with no arms the last couple of times. He's just got to wind his neck in a little bit. Eliippa tries to step inside. That's better from Makini. Then Meredith very, very sensibly just looks for territory. Tamai goes backwards at the very least. He's got to go. He's got to counter-attack. Quick feet. Gets the ground. Wiggett trying to direct traffic. Stanojevic runs around the corner. He'll just pick a target. That's an angry run from the young man. That's a penalty. That is a penalty.
He's not playing it.
Walking right through the middle.
There we get it now.
And throwing the ball away, surely.
Did not move.
Yeah, fair enough, Burnside. They've acknowledged straight back 10. And there's a lesson in that, isn't there?
Well, with 5 minutes to go, what's the difference? 12 points. So it's a mammoth effort.
That is an angry run, isn't it? Look at it.
Angry run. And then watch Meredith here.
Yeah.
Meredith does not move.
No.
And I think if they got away with that, I think this grandstand to our left would have just exploded.
Yeah.
We now have a Burnside ground marshal who's walking towards the Burnside. Everything has happened today. Heaney. Whoa!
Not too many people stand up playing.
No, not very often. His body position into contact has been absolutely exemplary.
I mean,
Klopf.
You can hear
Nigel Stoll.
The South supporters are screaming for offside there, and
now they've got numbers. Can they get it away? They get it to Eliippa. It's going to be a foot race out on that far side. Eliippa puts it on the boot. The one person chasing back is Purcell. Can't quite get it.
No.
Does very well, but he's knocked it on. Didn't feel like a knock-on from where I was.
No, saw it knock on. Poor bugger.
South supporters screaming for the offside on that previous play.
I looked backwards for mine. But that's a scrum in a very, very, very good position for Burnside.
You were back, Blair, to have a crack at this, wouldn't you? I think they're going to try and hold this in. They'll try and walk it.
They're going to see the
suck
push
down the time.
You're going to see the push over.
Suck down the
It's
time.
all time now. Oh, it's just that little one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
very unfortunate. Poor
Skinny.
guy.
He's had an absolute storming game as well.
He's had a ripper of a game.
Don't know. I reckon they'll go number 8 and go right.
I'd say put Nigel at number 8 now.
Yeah, just number 8 pick go right. And,
they'll be smart on this. They'll hold it in. They'll try and walk it if they can, and just chew up the time. Nice bit of niggle there by number 9.
Oh, that's massive.
It's
gone down. Penalty try.
Straight away.
Penalty try.
Wow. Fair enough. And there's
going to
be lucky not to get another penalty.
Just got to be disciplined.
Got to be careful who said what.
I think that'll be a yellow. He's got to be very careful there.
Stanojevic is on a yellow. But
no, he's going to the pocket as well.
Who? Heaney. Well, I mean, Heaney has been on thin ice, and he's lucky that he's. Is it going to be Mouth?
Yeah, collapsing the scrum.
I mean, that's
a penalty try.
That's definite.
You can't really.
That's definite.
But then what happened here with Heaney? Oh no, we've missed on the replay. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure, and I hope. It is Mouth, and he's gone for the penalty. So they're going to be 2 players down. I do hope that they don't. Yes, it's been a difficult afternoon as far as refereeing goes.
But you've got to maintain that discipline.
But you can't do that.
You just can't do it.
If the referee says it's Christmas, you sing carols.
Shabon. It's really unfortunate, actually, because the game itself has just been sensational.
It's been really good.
It's been really, really good. They've actually run out of chairs on the sideline for the South people.
Thanks, Declan.
Jack Campion, the king of Burnside, the king of Tregenza Oval, asking for tips in the Barossa for cellar doors. Jesus, Jack, have you not been watching this game? They are up there at the Barossa. I would recommend going to Dutchke, but he doesn't do it. It's not a cellar door. Or David Friends, sponsor of Barossa.
There we go again, Nigel at the back. Just same play again. Chris Walton picks it up.
Yeah, they're off. And look, this is where they have to be careful. Traffic. Any kind of penalty here, and they're in trouble. Stanojevic has swam up the side.
Still going. Going.
Just in danger of throwing themselves into the wood chipper a little bit south.
On it now.
Splintered it now. Marshall gets really close. I don't think he knew how close he was to that. Oh, that's a 5-metre line. Better than me. Meredith.
Oh,
just left it behind a little bit, Mr. Barker. Delaney, Meredith.
Nice play. Oh.
Sarve couldn't get hands to it. Eliapa, can he finish? Works hard.
No,
taken out by Tamai.
Very good D.
And we're going to be close to, I think there'll be a little bit of...
after time.
There'll be a little bit of red time because we've had a couple of stoppages. Great covering tackle by Tamai.
Surprised the ref hasn't come back for the advantage penalty there.
It's kind of...
He's taken them all the way to the side.
Kind of fizzled out a little bit. Nice game.
That was superb. Burnside, looking at that, there were
very, very strong.
Five players in a row with the ball at the back.
That's about as good. It's a great driving ball.
And stolen as well. Yeah, you're back in here on this one.
That's better from Stanojevic.
Yeah,
he's got himself in a good position now. Whoa. Just stay there if he wants. Unlucky. Meredith. And then we'll go out into midfield. That's a great and clever kick. Chase is on. Who won it?
Coverage.
I think Sarve got there first. And that will be that.
Game.
So 27 points to 15. Been an absolute rip snorter of a game today. Been a great game. Burnside will come away with it. It's a great final tackle by Tamai. And they won the line.
Good work.
Look, there's a lot of positives to take out of this. And I think, look, if you're a fan of Souths and you're sat in a grandstand, be upset with the referee. I think if even Declan is saying it feels a little bit one-sided, that's okay. From a player and a coach's point of view, forget it, move on.
Yeah, I think South need to be more than just critical of the referee.
Yes.
They need to step
but it's
up
also
and
in
be
playing the
disciplined.
game, when you know you've got the referee offside, you've got to get him back on side.
Yeah, and
it's important in the game to get them back on
It
side.
shouldn't have to come down to that, but there's a certain discipline. Penalty, back 10. No mucking around, no patting people
on
on
both sides today, the technicality of their game was sensational. Burnside's got things to work on, South's got things to work on, but it's a ripper of a game.
It was a really, really good game, and you know, it's a shame that there has to be a winner in games like that. If we want to go around the grounds, geez, Elizabeth going down by the 3 figures to Wonka Paringa, 81 points to 12. Woodville Brighton over Woodville, 102-0 for Old Collegians up at the Barossa. Port Adelaide winning 26-22 in a close one, and 27-15 here at full time. An absolutely wonderful game. It's been one of the best games that we've seen so far this year. And I have to say, whoever finishes in that 5th position, it's going to be tough for the people behind them.
So beyond the under-7s, I think, is that a clean sweep today?
No, it's not a clean sweep because the under-7s won. So, I've got your back, Stu.
Thank you, Sarah Cards, for the
you can keep your trousers on, Stu.
So next week, round 10, August the 29th, Woodville taking on Elizabeth at Woodville from a very, very beautiful Bailey Reserve with the city in the background. I've been Dave Webb. Thank you very much for joining us this weekend. We will speak to you again next weekend.